Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome to Sunday live stream. Hope all you guys had a good weekend, good Sunday. We'll get started here pretty soon. But yeah, wait for a little bit more people to get here into the chat. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this deal. We'll try to keep it for about an hour this time. Sometimes they run on for a little bit longer. What's up, Mark? How you doing, Mark? Appreciate you tuning in. Wait for a few more people to get in here. I was trying to have a video out today for you guys, but it didn't work out so well. So it looks like we'll have a little bit extra videos here for the next couple of weeks then. But thank you. I'm trying to post long videos 2 times a week, so I'm trying to do them every Sunday, every Thursday, but it does not seem to be going so smooth this week, so it is what it is. I got a guy right now. What's up, Richie? How you doing? Talk soon. Nice YouTube video. Keep up the good work. Alrighty, I just got some messages for a guy trying to sell a Corvette that is a custom kit. I've never bought one. It says he wants a lot of money for it. It's probably not worth that much, but we will see. We'll look it up and go from there. But a tough week, yeah, it was a tough week this week. Tough week, definitely. We'll get into all of it here soon. It took a toll on me. I didn't do nothing today. Did absolutely nothing. Actually, I don't even know where the week or where the day went today. I woke up and next thing I know, it's 7:30. Woke up this morning and the next thing you know, it's 7:30. But let's see. Let's see what good happened this week. What good happened this week? Oh, awesome. Glad you're liking the shorts. Glad you like the shorts. The shorts we mainly post like on our Facebook or Instagram, but I've been sharing them. A lot to our Facebook or our YouTube as well. But I guess the best thing that happened this week was I took delivery of 3 cars in one day. So actually making a whole YouTube video about that. But we got my pace car. That I've been trying to get in. So my 08 Indianapolis 500 pace car, got that in. I bought myself a Lincoln. If you watched our live stream on Wednesday, I bought a Lincoln Continental Pimp Mobile. Got that in. And then I got in a 1975 Corvette that I talked about last Sunday. So got all 3 of those cars in stock. Got hit with a lot of bad news this week. So that was the kind of bummer. I sold an 08 Corvette to a guy who follows us on Facebook. And he's been trying to buy a Corvette for me for a while. Finally got one in that was in his price range. Paid for it cash. Wire transferred me the money. But I've said this a lot before. It was the Corvette that had the shifter problem. And we ordered all the parts for it. Parts got delayed. Then the parts came in. But one part was delayed. So we overnighted the shipping for it. And the part was supposed to be in Thursday, and the guy was supposed to. I was going to ship him his car Saturday. He lives in Houston. Well, called him up, arranged everything for transportation, arranged everything for him to get the car. He's excited about it. It's already been like a week and a half since he paid me the money. And, of course, you get antsy when you send that much money. And, anyways, had it all set up. Friday rolled around. My mechanic called me and said, Bobby, you're not going to believe this. The part didn't show up. I got an email from the manufacturer saying that the worker forgot to overnight it, and he sent it regular USPS mail. So it's going to take a long time for that part to get here. Well, like a week later. And so I had to call the guy who was already kind of antsy that it was taking so long to get these parts and car fixed. Now that's going to be even a week further out after I just told him a couple of days before he was getting the car this weekend. So that was not a good phone call. That was a lot of stress this week trying to get that car out of the shop and to him. And that C10 truck that Nate bought, actually I just posted a video of that. This was a big headache all week. Past 2 weeks, really. I'll show you the car I'm talking about. I just posted, speaking of shorts, I just posted a short of it today. Let's see. I'm on... Let's see. Trying to show... Nope. Alright, trying to show the back screen for you guys. Here we go.
You got it?
I got it on here. The buttons aren't working.
Okay, let me try. It is working. Because
okay, I don't need a lesson right now.
no, it's because you're in daily. You have to go to active live, action live.
I don't want to have to click it like that. I want to just push a button. Okay. So, is the top of the Mark V dirty or worn in any spots? I drove that car this weekend, actually. I took it downtown last night. Everybody was loving it. But no, the top's super, super clean. There's one spot that is a little dirty in the back. Like underneath the glass. That's about the only spot. It's not a convertible, by the way. It's just that top. But yeah, super clean. All right, this truck. There's Nate trying to burn off in it. This truck has given me nightmares. Nightmares. This truck has caused me a lot of stress or headaches this last 2 weeks. I posted a whole bunch of pictures of my Lincoln on our website, Michael, if you want to take a look at that. It's super clean. And again, I drove it on the highway. I've probably put like 50, 60 miles on it already. But that truck, that C10 truck, has been in the shop ever since Nate's bought it. Started off with an oil, and Nate is a really good guy, really nice guy. But he's real anxious, real antsy, and thinks like worst case scenario every time, which is not good when you buy a car, a classic car. So we had to fix the oil sending unit, and that was what I told Nate I'd fix in that video, the longer YouTube video we posted, right? So I took it to the shop at Chris's. Chris calls me and says, look, this oil sending thing's bad, but all the wiring's bad to it. It's all burnt up. So he had to redo all the wires, do the oil sending deal, and while it was there, I said, well, why don't you take a look at the AC, because the AC wasn't blowing that cold anymore. He's like, well, there's a leak to it. And I was like, okay, cool, fix it. So a few days go by, and Nate's, obviously wants his car. Man, this squeaky chair. But he's always in and out, and Chris is waiting for parts and then wiring. And then he starts tracing down the AC issue, fixes the leak, but then he is, still not getting as cold as it should. And then keeps going, and then fans are wired wrong. Just kind of a real electrical wiring issue. And so fast forward about a week, Nate picks up his car. Okay, so everything's fine. I'm taking care of all that. Well, Nate calls me freaking out the next day, or that same day he picks it up. Hey, Bobby, I just drove it to the gas station, drove it home, my car, spitting out coolant, it's leaking all over the ground, the car's shut off, and he sends me a picture of a whole puddle of oil in his driveway. He's thinking the engine exploded, thinking the head gasket's blown, just a whole, just like and I understand, but a big overreaction. And so I call up Chris. I say, hey, Chris, this freaking truck. And by this point, Chris already has a headache with this truck because he's done rewired everything, gone through the AC for hours and hours and hours trying to make it right. And he's not charging me all that labor. He's just trying to get it right for me. And so he's just had a headache with this truck. He doesn't really want it back in his shop. But I say, Chris, can you please go out there and see what's going on with it? So he leaves his shop. What mechanic shop owner does this, by the way? Drops what they're doing, drives all the way across town. Nate lives a little bit outside of town. Drives all the way to Nate's house, go to his place, looks at the truck, can figure it out exactly right there. And so take it back to the shop. You just buy the parts. It was valve covers. All the valve covers just happened to leak. And then there was no reservoir overflow tank, so just all the coolant would go out the little line, but there's nothing going to the line, so that's what it was leaking coolant from. So get it back down to Chris's shop. Chris does the valve covers, but then when he's doing it, he's like, well, the whole car's out of a line, or the carburetor's out of a line tune, so I had to retune the carburetor. He had to reset the timing. He had to reset the starter. So Nate was supposed to pick it up like 2 days before, but then the truck wouldn't start. Starter and the flywheel didn't match up anymore, so we had to rehome it, move the starter. It was just it's a long story. Needless to say, it was a headache. Lots of headaches. Lots of pressure from the mechanic, lots of pressure from Nate. And I'm just the guy in the middle. I've been the guy in the middle all week. Between customers, here's a mechanic, the car's at a mechanic, customer, I'm the guy that referred them to the mechanic, so they're not talking to the mechanic, they're talking to me, and then I have to talk to the mechanic. It's just I'm in the middle of like 10 or 15 different people's lives this past week. So it's like a ping pong. I'm just bing, 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 doing everything but selling cars was this week. Literally everything but selling cars. I don't even know if we definitely sold cars, but none memorable. Little cheaper cars. I think we sold like 3 or 4 cars in a day, but like nothing, no sports car stuff. Just the in-house finance cars. But yeah, so that truck definitely give me headaches. So I'm not really excited to see this bill coming up. This mechanic bill, I'm a little worried about that because I didn't really make that much money off Nate, and I'm assuming this bill's probably gonna be around $1,000 to $1,200. So that's gonna suck. But yeah, everybody needed to take a chill pill for sure. So I had to break some bad news to the Corvette guy. He was freaking out. Well, he took it pretty good, but he was calling me consistently throughout the week to make sure the car was getting there, and I kept saying, yes, it's getting there, yes, it's getting there. And then I had to call him and hit him with some bad news that it's not getting there. Nate's truck, some other customers' deal. Like, I've been, like, some weird deals. It's like I've been getting some weird deals. So like I sold a car to this guy. He's had the car for like a year now. It's an Expedition or Explorer or something like that. And he calls me up almost crying, like a manic almost, that he needs a tow truck. He needs to tow his car out. The apartment he's at is gonna impound the car. He needs to leave right now. I was like, okay, man. Well, I'm a car dealership. I didn't know I was a tow person. Call a tow place. Oh, I don't have any money for a tow. I don't have any money for a wrecker. I need one. He's like crying on the phone, a grown man. And I'm like, okay. I mean, what do you need me to do? He's like, well, can you pay for it and I'll pay you back? I was like, do I want my car in a pound? No. Is he gonna screw me out of paying tow? Probably. It's better than being in the pound. So we get that towed to wherever he got it towed to. And then the next day, the idiot called us again wanting to tow it to a mechanic shop. Well, why the hell would you just tow it to the mechanic shop to begin with? Like, it makes no... And then he's calling in for, when's the tow gonna get here? It's like, dude, it's not like I have a tow place. I'm paying somebody else to do it. It's on their time. So it's just I don't know. I'm people's problem solver, I guess. It's nice to see an honest, transparent car dealership on here. If I lived closer to look at the Lincoln, I would have been there today. Well, Michael, I appreciate that a lot, but if you showed up today, you couldn't have seen it. I don't know what state you're in, but in Texas, we got to be closed on Sundays. So the car is actually outside my apartment right now because I've been driving it. But that being said, we can certainly ship it to you. It is very, very clean. And it has ice cold AC. I mean, super cold. Did you call the guy? That's a funny question mark. I didn't call him because I'm a grown man, okay? I understand when you own a classic car, things happen. Things happen. I really doubt he knew about all this stuff before. If he did, if I called him, what difference would it make? The deal's done. It's a done deal. I'm not going to call a guy up and say, hey man, I need some money back. I need some money back on this car. No, I made the deal. I'll accept responsibility for it. Do I think that he kind of scammed me or anything? No. But even if I did think that, and I wouldn't say scam because it's an old car. Things happen. Literally, things happen one day from the next with older cars. So I understand that when I'm buying a car. But Nate, on the other hand, Nate did call him. That was the funny part. I mean, because, and the thing that really sucked about this whole deal is it's not like I even sold the car to Nate. Nate's the one who talked to the owner. Nate's the one that wanted to buy it before the car even got there. So there was no sales or pressure or anything. That's what you want to do. That's what we'll do, Nate. Okay, but Nate did call him and say, "Hey, man, I mean, you can just tell me if you sold us a jacked up car. You know, like you can just tell me is that car jacked up? Because I mean, Nate was like in a manic mode for like 2 or 3 days, and to be honest, he was going to." He was trying to get me to buy the car back, and he was willing to take a big loss on it. And I didn't want to do that to Nate because I knew there was nothing majorly wrong with the car, but he was just in a really manic state of mind with it. And, hey Nick, what's up? And so, anyways, it all kind of worked out in the end, but he called up the guy that we got it from. Hey, did you buy it? And the guy was like, no, like, I'm so sorry. None of that happened. I mean, I've never had a spot of oil. I mean, you saw when you picked up the car, there was no oil there. And, but yeah, he was freaking out a bit. What's up, guys? Thanks you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for showing up. Dustin, Nick, A from South Carolina, dude. How many marks have you had? You need to catch up, my friend. You need to catch up. I did go out last night with Jeremy. You guys may see him in my videos. Jeremy, our lot manager. It was his girlfriend's birthday, so we went downtown last night, and that's when I was cruising my new Lincoln, my Pintmobile. Super cold like your ex-wife, huh? Old cars are not good for daily driving, but for fun. Yeah, that's what I told Nate. I said, man, Nate, just enjoy the car. Don't stress out about it. It's a lot of issues not to know. It's hard to know. I mean, they just pop up. They're like gremlins in old cars. They're gremlins. You fix one thing, something else breaks. You fix that thing. It's a never-ending cycle, and that's just what old cars are. And that's what I try to explain to people when they looking to buy cars. That's just how they are. Hey Neil, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Buying used cars is smart. You know it is because women don't approve of it because they scared. Yep. Exactly. But yeah, it's just, even when I took that truck to the mechanic the first day, it sounded fine to me starting, but Chris, he could, I guess when you're in that business, you can hear things differently. The first day I dropped the car off, Chris was like, hey man, this car starts weird, this truck. It's like, don't worry about it, Chris. Sounds fine to me. And that's because Nate took it to his mechanic to have it checked out too. Well, sure enough, 3 days later, starter goes out from the flywheel. So that's just how things happen. Yeah, Nick's always reminding me, hit that like button if you guys would like to. Okay, that guy is just taking advantage of you. It's not your problem. Get him a record. You need to be more clear with those people. You will not get involved with that in a repair, etc., or a repo. Yeah, I mean, we are very strict. So, like, I actually lost the sale Saturday because I made a deal with this guy on my red Thunderbird, which I repoed. So we repoed my red Thunderbird a few weeks ago. Well, about 20 days ago. So now it's ready for sale. And so I had a guy come in Saturday, loved it, drove it around, wanted me to finance it, spoke only Espanol. So I had Itzy explain to him very clearly, I'm not going to mess around with any payments. I don't want any late payments. I want the payments due on the date. And I guess me or Itzy scared him so much that he left because he wanted to make sure he can actually make the payment on time. So, and I'm talking to Silver Gold Steel. So we are very upfront and very straightforward from the beginning, especially when I'm financing the car myself. But in that situation, I mean, it's like, do I want my car to get in the impound? I know this guy has no money to take the car at the impound. Or would I rather pay $75 to take the car somewhere? Because if I get it out of the impound, it's going to be a couple hundred. And paperwork and all this stuff. So, I don't know. When these customers, they're like little babies, to be honest with you guys. They're like little kids. And you got to just baby them along the way. And that's really the worst part of the business. Did I sell that pace car? No, I have not sold that pace car yet, Dustin. I think I just put photos of it on my website Saturday. That thing is clean. I'll show you the car he's talking about. So this, for everybody that doesn't know, this is my pace car Dustin's talking about. Let's see here. Trying to show you guys. Give me 1 second. Etsy has all